welcome back to Vintage Bungalow. I'm Denise. Now I know that I said in the last video that our next one would be the quartz countertops. However, when they came out to measure, it takes several weeks before they actually come and install them. And so Rick and I thought it would be in our best interest to get all the walls prepped and drywalled and sanded and painted before the countertops came. That way, once the countertops are installed, all we'll have left is the tile backsplash. So in this video, we're going to show you, first of all, how we built back partially that pony wall that we took out with the spindles to make the opening between the dining room and the kitchen a little more symmetrical. Also, we decided to extend our countertop a couple feet farther down than what the original ones were, and that meant creating a new end piece. And Rick did a beautiful job building that piece out of oak. And we're going to use that space for our garbage can, and I'm going to make a super cute curtain to close the area off when not in use. Now, we also found a couple of cool more things in the walls. We had to open up a spot for our range in the wall so that we could put a new electrical box in, and when we did, we found some cool new treasures. So I can't wait to show you what we found. Also, choosing the right shade of green. Now, I knew I wanted to do a really pretty soft sage green on our walls in our kitchen. However, green is a very tricky color to do. I've done it a lot in the past, over the past like 20, 30 years, and I am not ashamed to tell you that I have painted an entire room green, hated it, went back and had paint remixed and did it all over again, because having the right shade is important to me. So I'm going to show you how I chose that shade and how I incorporated it and tied it all in with the beautiful curtains that are going to go above our kitchen window, and also some beautiful accent wallpaper that I purchased for the kitchen as well. And I just can't wait to show you all these things. So without further ado, let's get started.
Got a little hungry, so I was digging through the walls. Found me a half an Oreo. Looks like a little bit of filling left on it, but it's probably like the second box of Oreos ever made. This baby's got to be old. We were digging through the wall trying to get the cord through for the oven, and there's all this plaster in the wall that when they knocked it apart, obviously it just went to the bottom, and there it is. So
yeah, and they would have put this drywall up, the lower drywall here, probably around the 1950s. It's not just Twinkies that last forever.
That's right.
So does the Oreo cookie.
I'm gonna go stock up on Oreos and put them in my bomb shelter.
Oh my God, what is that? What is that?
It looks like the scarecrow on a broom. Or the Tin Man on a broom. I don't know. Maybe it's a fart and a bugle. We don't know.
It's a witch.
The witch? Okay.
Ah, more treasure down inside the walls.
There you go.
Very interesting.
Well, found this nail on the wall. Really not sure what it was holding in. It was just kind of laying in there, but it looks like a big old steel square, well, kind of square nail. Looks like maybe it was broke off, but I don't know. No idea what that was. This looked like it was a handmade nail.
Wow, I mean that looks really old.
If you had to make all the nails by hand for this house, well, it would take a while. Started building when I was 18. 54 now, got the last wall. See that the ceiling height on this side is dropped down by at least 4 inches or more, and they put 2x4 stringers probably all the way across this whole room, and then put new drywall on top of that. You can see the original ceiling above that 2x4, and it just is plaster, and you can see it's busted up a little bit, but it's still, I just left it there, and probably where the can lights are and stuff in the other room, they may have cut into the old ceiling, we don't know. It's hard to say how much of the original ceiling is left. And you can see the difference in the ceiling heights.
I used tack cloth to wipe down the cabinets before staining. The previous owners had an L-shaped banquette table in the kitchen, and they took it with them when they left, but this left us with enough space to add onto the cabinet to give us more countertop space. I was able to match the stain on the existing cabinets pretty well. I added 3 coats of water-based polyurethane. I sanded between each coat and then using the tack cloth to wipe after sanding. Our cabinets needed to be level within 1/8 of an inch to accommodate our new countertops, so we had to shim out this cabinet, and Rick did a great job making this filler piece. I needed to scrape off the glue where the appliance garages used to be. I purchased this wallpaper on Amazon. It's a William Morris print of the Strawberry Thief in pastel colors. I realize it's upside down, but I'm trying different green paint samples with it for a good match, since I will be using this in the dining room. I picked up several paint swatches in varying shades of green. It helps to see the different shades of color you have. There's hunter green and emerald green, olive, yellow tones, blue, and gray greens. The small stripe material at the top will be used to make a cute skirt to cover the garbage area. The material on the left with the wider stripe is the cafe curtains for the window. It helps to lay them all out together when choosing a paint color. Here are some larger paint samples, and they look pretty light in the dining room. However, when placed in the kitchen, they all looked much darker. You need to move the paint samples around the room at different times of the day. Here's another example. This shade is called Livable Green, and I loved it in my dining room, but when I put it in the kitchen, it looked gray. Here is the color that I chose. It's Silver Sage by Glidden. I had it mixed at my local Do It Best hardware and they use Sherwin-Williams paint. I needed to sand down all the walls due to the painting technique used in the late 1990s by the previous owners. There was a grit added to the paint to give it a textured look. In hindsight, I should have used my palm sander. Next, I primed all of our new drywall. We had to take the trim off around the window when we drywalled, and when we put it back I needed to do some caulking in the joints and also where the new nail holes are. Next, I did 2 coats of paint on the window trim. We don't have the sill on yet because Rick's actually building a new one because I wanted it to have more depth. Now for the fun part, painting. This is always my favorite part of any renovation. However, this part was not fun. This was actually really difficult, trying to paint above all of this crown molding. I had to really bend around in some crazy angles, especially in the corners to reach this. This really wasn't fun. I am so happy that all the drywalling is finally done in this kitchen. If any of you have sanded drywall, you know what I mean. The dust goes everywhere, so I'm glad that messiness is done. I promise you, the next video is installing the quartz countertops, and we're going to show you step by step how that was done, how we ordered them, how they came out and measured for them, and how they come out and install them. And if you're interested in ever possibly getting quartz countertops, this is the video for you. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do, so that you will be notified when that video becomes available, and it should be pretty soon. So in the meantime, Rick and I would like to thank you all so much for watching today's video. We love you guys, and we'll see you all soon. Goodbye.